Yep. Anyone else?
The process, okay.
They're doing process. They're all doing process, yeah?
And both the words there.
Yeah, so what, but have I taught that? Well, I taught them, if you know one thing, you know another. So if you know 7 and 2 is 9, then you know 9 take 2 is 7. What have I missed though in my step in teaching them that? Don't understand, they're trying to apply it, but it's a mess.
About the big number.
It's about the big number. Start with the big number. Well, it was interesting for me when I looked at this one. This kid seemed as if he could do it, but then he couldn't do it. Crossed out. So what's that tell me is going on for that kid? And can I use that somehow to understand my class?
Well, you worked out the answer.
He's actually got the answer.
But knows that you should be teaching formal
And then he doesn't like how to do them anymore. Or he seems to
He's carrying 10s on the 8 blocks.
You know, you put a little stroke somewhere, because you see him do that.
Put strokes everywhere? Okay. So as a teacher, I'm doing too much process. Too much process.
Process and I'm not thinking.
First we're adding a number to another number, and 258 is nearly 260, plus we're adding a number like nearly 70, so there's no approximation or
Approximation. I haven't done any approximation at all. So as a
He's
teacher,
actually taken away
Yeah.
in the vertical one. He hasn't
Tempted to take it away.
This
Yeah,
yellow
18 take
one?
away 9 is
Yeah.
9, 15 take away 6 is 9. But
mixed
then
up two.
he's mixed up his operations. Because he's actually got the correct answer originally.
yeah, and he's got that in some other method that I can't see by what he's done there. It'd be good if I could have taught my kids to write down an explanation about how they're getting there,
So I'm just
explain.
wondering whether that's also because teachers always just show one way of doing something rather than give them a whole lot of different
Yeah.
variations, and so the child's thinking, oh, I must have to do it that way. because I don't get it.
Yes.
That's why we always do it in the classroom.
Okay. How is this grade different to the previous grade
They
that
have,
we showed?
they have different steps, obviously. They work it out. The number line, you have the 10s going,
Okay.
the 1s.
So if I was in a team of teachers and we were all tabling our work samples and this was my effort and I was sitting next to you and yours was the previous lot, I would learn a whole lot by looking at your work samples and what your kids are able to do compared to mine. And the conversation here, I would realise, my God, I've missed a whole pile of stuff about place value and I've missed the stuff about estimation and I haven't made enough fuss about that there are many ways to do it. And I probably, next lesson, maybe I'll bring this kid out and ask him, how did you get 327, which was the correct answer? Talk us all through that. Yeah?
Maybe, sorry, when you firstly did the addition or subtraction, do as we did the other day. All right, here's a sum. Show me how you work it out. And then you can find out all these different things and see if two children have just been shown the one way or there's many ways
Yeah.
to use the children to.
Okay, to actually teach the rest of the class, let's do it Harry's way. See if we can all do Harry's way and let's do it Fred's way. Okay, that's good. Lena, you had your hand up.
Oh, I was just going to say what Anne actually said up the front there about the 35 and the 28, the fact that she's written 513. You might have to actually have her understanding of the values of numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, is she seeing it as 50 and 13, or is she seeing it's 513? So,
Yeah. Because I remember saying that a long time ago when I was running PD, that teachers say to kids, no, you can only put one number in the column. And you see kids look on their face when they don't understand anything about place value. They think, you're crazy. If I write it really skinny, I can fit about 6 numbers in the column. What do you mean you can only put one number in the column? You might be only able to put one number in the column. Me, I can put like as many as I can get the thin pen. Things we say to kids and they grow in spite of us. Now, I've got this is terrific data again. Here's some evidence for me about what kids can and can't do. Here's some evidence that's beautiful from a Year 4 class, not in oh, it doesn't even matter, not in the northern region, but you'll see they've got the same kind of situations everywhere. These kids were asked to do this task. I think we've done it before. 16 kids in year 4, the open-ended task, and they were to show everything they could tell me about fractions. You know, give it your best shot. You write your own fraction in there and another fraction in there, and on the arrow write what does it take to make that fraction into that fraction. So a half plus a quarter equals 3/4, and you're allowed to work in pairs. And I collected my evidence and I brought it along to the team, and here it is. Each page is a pair of kids, and you've got 8 sheets you can take the staple out again if you like. Can you push all the stuff that I've given you up till now over in one corner? So that it's only because I'm saving the forest so that I can give these out to, not that there's a lot of forest left in some places anymore. Have a look and see, what could you tell me about my kids from this evidence? I'm lucky enough I'm in a class that's only got 16 kids. Now and then I hope that you'll have a think about the stuff that you might be going to put on your planner when the thing comes through. Think about the accountability stuff. When we're together next time, we're supposed to, by the program, be thinking about planning a unit of work. So it would probably be a nice idea if you got into your head roughly, I don't know, pick prep, pick year 1, but some kind of rough idea about what the start of the year might look like for maybe 2 weeks worth, and we might be able to work on some planning thing for year 1, 2 kids for the first 2 weeks of next year. Let's see what kind of thing we might get together. We might even develop maybe some kind of, and I had those were the next things that I can get round to showing you, a quick and dirty pre and post test. I was going to do some talk about pre and post test stuff for that as well. So I'll bring those along next time, and you might have a think about those, or create your own, and we'll see if we can come up with maybe a set of lessons differentiated for a particular level. You'll have to work out though, what am I going to do? Think of those 5 big critical things in number that need to take place at each year level, and that might be very nice for someone back at your school. Thanks for not throwing things at me when I went over time. And I hope when the time comes you're able to share that NAPLAN stuff with some meaning for your staff, and that stuff about student work samples will be of some help as well.